Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. And so this morning, Mary's going to start with the water and weather, and then after, I'm going to move on to some hiker news. All right, take it away, Mary.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Right now in Blairsville, it is 66 degrees and fair. We're looking at a high of 82 today with a mix of clouds and sunshine with a slight chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. Winds will be 5 to 10 miles per hour, and there's a 30% chance of rain. Tonight, it's going to be 66 with showers this evening and then scattered thunderstorms developing overnight. Winds will be light and variable, and there is a 70% chance of rain tonight. On Blood Mountain today, 76 for a high, dropping to 71 later on this afternoon with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Winds will be 5 miles per hour and then a 20% chance of rain. And then 65 degrees tonight with a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, 5 mile per hour winds with a 50% chance of rain. Water's good for the most part on the trail. Make sure you're topping off as you hike north at Hawk Mountain Shelter. Excuse me. You will not have another opportunity until you hike 6.2 miles to Justice Creek. And then Slaughter Creek before Blood Mountain. And then you can top off at Neal Gap. Now Slaughter Creek does dry up, so I would suggest topping off before that. That way you have enough water to get over Blood Mountain. And then fill up at Neal Gap. There's a spigot outside. If the store is closed and you can't get water, you can get some water there. And that'll get you through to Hogpen. Hogpen does have water. And then the rest of the trail all the way to Fontana is mostly decent with water, except for the Wesser Shelter that is dry. And some of these water sources are trickles, but you can get a good flow of water out of a trickle. You just have to be more patient, but it is still water. All right, snakes. Let's make sure we're cautious for snakes anywhere we are outside on the trail or in our surroundings. Remember the boulders up on Cow Rock, which is 5 miles north of Neal Gap. It does have the nest of copperheads, and you'll see the occasional rattlesnakes up in there too, so let's be cautious. And then in the Great Smoky Mountain, pardon me, Great Smoky Mountain National Park, bear closures. We have Twin Creeks and Chestnut Branch Trails and campsites 18, 57, and 82. All of the shelters are open in the Smokies. And then going on around here in Suches, we have the Indian Summer Festival, which is going to be Saturday, October 4th, and Sunday, October 5th. That goes from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's at the Woody Gap School over in Suches. There's free parking. Admission is $5 per person, $3 for kids between 7 and 12, and then 6 and under are free. So if you've not been over there, go check that out. All right, Donald, I'm going to turn it over to you now and talk about some other things out here going on.
Okay, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
All right, sweet guys. Good morning, man. It is 4:51 a.m. and it is 9/24/2025. And so let's start with a rescue in Montana. At Red Lodge, Montana, Red Lodge Fire Rescue responded to an injured climber at the Confluence Crag near the Lions Camp on the Lake Fork of Rock Creek on Sunday afternoon, 9/21/2025. The climber was struck by a rock the size of a microwave, resulting in multiple injuries. EMS conducted the initial assessment and treatment while SAR teams assisted with the carryout over steep, rocky, and challenging terrain. The climber was transported to Billings for a higher level of care, man. Wow.
That's a giant rock.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I hope they're okay.
Yeah, there's been multiple incidents where people have been getting nailed by huge rocks, man, this year. All right, and so we have a hiker death and 2 rescued in Arco, Idaho. A hiking trip on Diamond Peak ended tragically Saturday when a 52-year-old woman fell and disappeared from sight while descending the mountain with 2 companions. The Butte County Sheriff's Office was notified around 3:10 p.m. on 9/20/2025, and so according to the Sheriff's Office, the group was navigating steep and unstable terrain when the woman lost her footing. One of the hikers attempted to reach her but was unable to do so due to the hazardous terrain. Deputies and SAR responded quickly, but the terrain was so hazardous, man, for a ground recovery, requesting assistance from 2 Bear Air Rescue. The crew arrived and successfully extracted the 2 uninjured hikers At 8 p.m., the rescue helicopter located the missing woman, who was confirmed deceased. Due to the darkness and fuel restrictions, her recovery was postponed until the following morning. At 9 a.m. on 9/21/2025, two Bear Air Rescue returned and removed the victim from the mountain. No further info, guys. Man, that's really, I read that, man. It's super, super sad.
It is.
Yeah. All right. And so, I want to talk about Red Lodge again. So there were searchers out there recovering the body of a Minnesota hiker that's been missing for several months. And so searchers recovered the body of 23-year-old Minnesota hiker who fell in the East Rosebud Creek near the outlet of Rimrock Lake in around June 8th. It was on June 8th. So Red Lodge Fire Rescue reported Tuesday. The body of Tim Sanford of Minnetonka, Minnesota, was recovered about 1,500 feet downstream from the outlet by search teams using an aerial drone while the U.S. Water Rescue Dive Team members searched in the creek. Sanford was swept into the creek while trying to cross Rimrock Lake along the popular trail known as the Beaten Path between East Rosebud Lake and Cook City. Now, we had talked about this guy months ago, remember that, man? So this is the dude, man. And so searches with Red Lodge Fire Rescue, the Carbon County Sheriff's Office, and other agencies have been conducted repeated recovery operations since then in the rugged terrain below the lake, while fast water, waterfalls, large boulders, logs, and difficult terrain made recovery efforts dangerous. Lower summer water levels improved access and visibility, according to Red Lodge Fire. After more than 3 months of dedicated search operations and hundreds of hours of volunteer time, we are grateful to finally be able to bring Tim home to his family, man. So Chief Tom Kuntz of the Red Lodge Fire Rescue, he said this in a written statement. The bridge at Rimrock Lake was destroyed in the 2022 floods, leaving hikers to attempt dangerous crossings, according to authorities. Now, so there was one before, the year before, where another person fell at the same spot and ended up dying from it. And so on July 12th, 2021, right here, they're actually talking about Dylan Honnold, a 20-year-old Montana State University student, was swept into the creek at the same location and later recovered once water levels dropped. The Custer-Gallatin National Forest Beartooth Ranger District anticipates completing construction of a replacement bridge in early October, improving safety for hikers on this popular trail, guys. So multiple resources participated in the search for Sanford, including Red Lodge Fire Rescue ground teams and drone operators, Yellowstone County Sheriff's Office helicopter, Montana Army National Guard, Tri-State K-9 search dogs, Central Copters, and the U.S. Water Rescue Dive Team based in Billings. Yeah, there's a lot of people, man.
It just goes to show you when you have water, even, when it's not too high, how powerful it is and how you can be swept away so quickly.
Right, dude, right. Yeah, definitely, man.
Well, it's good that they're getting a bridge in there so that people can be safer.
Yeah, definitely. And so that's it for news today, man. It's slower out here. Yesterday we had a Deep Gap rider that we brought to Springer Mountain several days back. Whoops, I'm sorry, Mary. And so we brought him to Springer Mountain several days back, and he ended up calling yesterday from Neil Gap wanting to, he was done with his hike and ready to go back to Deep Gap. And so he did from Springer Mountain to Neil Gap in like
a day and a half.
A day and a half. So we dropped him off at like probably 12 o'clock at Springer on Sunday. So he hiked Sunday for however long, and then he hiked Monday, and then yesterday he was already at Neil Gap, so he was ready to end it, man. So what were the reasons? Just
he told me that he did attempt to do too many miles too soon, that he never should have gotten to Neil Gap in a day and a half.
Sure.
And then he says he has a commitment on the 27th, and he wanted to make sure that he was off in enough time to, get home and do whatever it was that he has that commitment for. Okay. So he's learned some things, and he said definitely next time he's not going to hurry so fast.
Yeah, right, man. That's a lot of miles.
It
to
is a
you.
lot of miles.
Especially when you're not used to it, man. It can put a hurting on you.
Sure does.
And so, anyways, we picked him up yesterday at the Gap, man. Got him back up to Deep Gap, and then Mary got some really good videos of what's going on out here. We had to buy her into Springer too, but
Yes.
she got some video of everything, really, man. So you got like some North Georgia and Southwest North Carolina in there, man, on what's going on with the fall foliage, because there's definitely a change going on, and it's definitely visible. So it's happening right now.
Absolutely. When I was coming out of Springer yesterday, I had been down there 2 days prior, and the change in the color was so significant from the other day. It was amazing. And, I also want to say, whether, I don't know if people want to drive down the gravel Forest Service roads. I've noticed in years past, when you leave Cooper and you come out by Camp Merrill, for the gravel service roads, that is some of the prettiest color change in that short, 3.5 mile section that I've ever seen out here on some of those roads.
Oh, right,
And
okay.
I enjoy going down through there because it's so beautiful at that time. So
Okay.
colors are changing.
Yeah, sweet, man.
excited.
Great information, too. All right, and so did you have anything else you wanted to say today, man?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, and so I did have some people that informed me that there was a female backpack that was found somewhere near Woody Gap. I don't know if it
It
was north or
was
south.
south
It was
of
south of
Woody
it at one
Gap.
point. Okay.
I believe, because when I spoke with the rider going to Deep, he had told me it was south of Woody Gap, and that it's somewhere in around the Gooch Gap area. That's what he told me for area, because I did ask him what side.
Okay, and so I was informed that it was a hiker that was injured, and they were brought somewhere. I guess, man, maybe, possibly. I don't have a full story on it, but the hiker, from what I understand, they've been, there's no one missing out there. There's no one falling. You know what I mean, man? The bag has been connected with a hiker, and the hiker has been taken care of. So anyone that's wondering about that, it's been, they know what's up, man. So, all right. Anyways, that is it for now. I think the hiker fell, man. I don't know, but yeah, that's about it for now, man. If anyone needs anything at all, man, just give us a call. We're here for y'all. All right. One love, kids. Peace. Thank you.